What's up everyone, my name is Luke Walker from the Kasiban channel, and welcome to potentially going to be my final video on this channel. This is not a joke or a whatever, I'm really not exaggerating. And here are the reasons why I've been really had enough with YouTube in general. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, until summer 2020, I started doing game videos. One of the very first video I've done is Ultimate Spider Simulator 2, which was the very first game video I've ever done on the channel. Even though Good Similar Gameplay was the first, even though it came out somewhere like back in 2016 or 15, who knows. But if you'll be wondering what app I use to record game videos, here it is. The app I use to record game videos is Duo Recorder, which in my opinion is definitely the best app to use while making game videos on a mobile device. On iOS, and I don't know if it was on Android, I'm not 100% sure. It's really good to use. But the biggest problem is though, is that you have to spend $15 for using it for every month. I'm not even kidding. Because that is so greedy, because I only do at least like 4 videos a month. That's it. And sometimes only do at least like 1 day for a week. It's because I got some other things to do. Like I want to hang out with my family and some games I'm focused on. And that is the reason that I find it's so greedy to use. Because that's what really pisses me off when it comes to like apps like that, where you have to spend money on something that you really want to use. But this is not the only that's not the first reason, because the second reason is that making game videos out for a while is just not really that fun anymore. Well, even though the last video, which was One Night at Flunties 3, was on the iPhone gameplay, which I thought was actually a good video, but some of the Total Lost Word content I did, like the videos, like if you haven't saw my video when I made the Scott of a Tower video, there are times I have to cut. Because the moment is that I'm really it's so hard for me to make sentences. Because there are times that I don't think anybody who ever watched on my channel never understands what I'm saying. I really am terrible of making sentences in general. Because I'm just not good with, talking in general. But the only reason though, because it's for people, if you're people who are interested. If you're people who are curious to try the Total Lost Word game, or people even if you're curious to try the game out, or people who weren't even sure when it comes to Touhou. But this is the reason I just can't be bothered. I'm just not really great when it comes to sentences in general. I don't think any people could understand what I'm saying. The other thing is that the thumbnails I make look pretty poor. Look pretty poorly. Here's this thumbnail I made.
Man, you look awful.
Like the thumbnails, like the ones I made, look like some of you see like a picture that you cost like $1. Like you spend at least like $1 or a pound to find, and it just looks really cheap. I'm just not really great when it comes to making thumbnails. It's because I'm using an iPad Pro, and I always would be better to use it on the computer because it's the best way to make thumbnails. But the computer I have is incredibly horrible because it's so ridiculously slow. So that being said, it's just the thumbnails I make are just not that even really that good. So anyway, that is the 2 reasons why that I'm just not enjoying YouTube that much anymore. But even though since this is my last video, is that what am I gonna do now since this is my last video? Well, even though one day I may plan to get a girlfriend soon, I don't know when one day, I don't know if I'm ever getting myself a girlfriend, but just the way I am, I'm just not really 100% sure. And hopefully one day I will get myself a job soon. Like I may do like car washing or even like wrap a package in the garden shop, the flower shop. I mean, and the only thing I want to do is I want to do voice acting. Like I want to voice act like in a Pixar movie, or even I'm a Pixar fan, and like doing an English dub in an anime or something like that, because that's something I would love to do, because that's kind of my my dream job, since I did with the plush videos, like when I did my voice in when I did my voice impressions of all the characters. I just kind of like to make like backstories based on my OC characters like Shocky, Henry, Sir Hammerhead, and the Shadow Element, because I kind of kind of want to do an animation and voice acting to it because of just for creativity, because that's something I like to waste time on. And the last question is that if I'm ever going to come back on YouTube. Now, if I'm really desperate to come back on YouTube, I'd rather just do something else than just doing gaming videos. Although I would think about doing live streams, because I don't mind doing. I like to do live streams and doing gaming videos. So I can sometimes do be it silent. I'm thinking I want to do live stream based on games like based on everyone's childhood, games like me and everyone's childhood, just to make people happy. Like for example, like I kind of play like some like childhood games based on the PS2 era, like games like Monsters Inc. Scare Island, Burnout 3 Takedown, or hell, even The Thing. I just thought it'd be a good idea just to, do a live stream, like I may do a childhood marathon, like based on, me and everyone's childhood, because I thought that'd be a good idea just to make people happy and just to relive the lives, to see how, people like these days. So if and the other two things is I want to, do like comic dubs, just like what, Sophie did on her channel, but I'm afraid that I don't want to be like a ripoff, just like what I did with the Plush series, because I just have a bad feeling people say I'm thinking of a ripoff, which I'm clearly not, because the reason why I really at times I can't think of any ideas is because I'm just not good when it comes to making ideas when it comes to it. And as well as making animations, like I explained before, like I want to make like animation based on my OC character's backstory. That's the other thing I just, I kind of want to do. If there's some maybe good creativity and, a bit of a smarter person to do. And my final question is that I just want to say thank you guys so much for being me throughout the years, who ever watched my channel or even watched every single one of my videos, and you guys really appreciate enjoying my channel, even subscribe and enjoy my content, especially do my horror games, and I do like Total Lost Word content, and as well as playing games based on my childhood, like Pizza vs. Skeletons. I want to say, guys, without yous, I love you guys so much. You've been with me, like, especially if you enjoy my Pizza vs. Skeletons videos. I can't thank you guys enough for being me throughout the years. But I just not in fan with mobile gaming, because I'm not a mobile person anymore, because I'm just not a fan of, playing mobile games, because the ones I have doesn't really suit me. I hope you guys have a lovely time with your lives, and I hope we can move on to a much better experience with much better YouTubers that are much better than me, as well as much better total content creators. So that being said, this is Luke Walker from the CBot channel for the final time. Goodbye, and take care, everybody.